Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the... Wait, that's the wrong intro. Hi, and welcome to a Warframe Digest year in review, a recap of everything I've done. Why am I doing this? Well, it's the end of the year. Some people are doing this, some people aren't, and I was like, hey, you know what? Let me do this for the giggles. It's very last minute. I've been all over the place, but details, whatever. So, what are we looking at? Well, let's see. The first Warframe Digest was all the way back in December 16 in 2013. This isn't a year in review if you're counting 2 years ago. Technically, it's still a year in review because I started in December and this is another December. So, ha! 1 month to the other. Year in review. Technicalities. But anyway, I have done 25 Warframe Digests in the last year, and it has been outstanding. It has been a great year, it's been mad fun, and I've just gotten progressively better and better as time went on. Just now going through everything I've done in the last year have really been an eye-opening realization for Warframe and for myself, considering that on the first Warframe Digest, pretty much on December of 2013, it's been madness. Let's see, it started with the hype for update 11.5. Update 11. A year ago, we were on update 11. That's 4 major updates ago. And we were looking forward to Oberon, who was just announced. He didn't even have a name at that time. He was just named the Paladin. Then we had Darvo, Lotus with the new models, the new UI, Melee 2.0. The Earth Tile wasn't even out. Counselor Vancattë was just a concept. And listen to how the list just gets progressively more and more ramped up. Digest 2, I got a new mic, Cicero Crisis, they started talking about the big year of Warframe for 2014. Some of those things still are missing, but there's been so many ambitions and so many reworks that a lot of things have been pushed out. Mainly the focus system has been redesigned and it's going to be repurposed because syndicates or the proxy wars have completely redesigned what focus was originally going to be. And so did the dark sectors. The dark sectors leaked into different little things for end content and resource farming and everything. And not just that, in Digest 2 they also talked about Vor's Prize. They showed off the first 3D models for the comm signals from the enemies, from the friends. The crew bros were teased in-game for once, mainly through the models. Vancattë got his model, the shipyard concept became a thing, and the polarity swapping. I'm tongue-tied. Ugh. The polarity swapping was being spoken about for the first time, and it was an unknown concept. People were like, wait, what does this mean? What do you mean we can move polarities? It was just so flabbergasting for some people. And then Digest 3, Melee 2 animation tease, Zephyr tease, then the big fight about Rhino versus Loki Prime. Rhino Prime, Loki Prime, who was it going to be first? Obviously it was Loki Prime. And then gestures and emotions. Digest 4, Tether's Doom. The relays were first teased, and that was just gorgeous. And seeing the relays now, they've gone a long way. They also teased about the new store. They teased about the shipyards in-game, how it looked. The Nikana, the Murloc, the Glaceon was first teased, the crossbow. And then they did a Parkour 2.0 goof. And I put my own little spin on it, and it looks like this.
I said no, there was nothing, it was all mostly nothing that really polished enough.
What?
And I was like, oh, Rebecca, we have a video that can show kind of where Parkour 2.0 is going to go.
I can't wait to see this.
Yeah. You guys made me show this. This is
Jeff did not want to show this before.
No, I just want to show this.
It's amazing. Coming to Ultimate near you.
The video is even
Parkour 2.0?
Yes. I got a couple of Ultimate that uses the end part.
And followed by a little derping little moment that the team had with Neff and Durf. And at the end, it was like, what? Did they just really say that? And I did 2 little goofs in the same digest, and that was pretty amusing.
Neff and Durf are in there.
Neff and Durf are in there.
Durf? Stream over.
Then Digest 5 came around, main menu revamp concept, how they're going to redesign the solar chart and all that, clan managements with Knights of Outer Haven. Those people were great friends. The Pillars of Warframe, pretty much how is Warframe's ambitions, goals, different things, it was madness all over. And then they announced update 12 would not be Melee 2, and it was going to be pushed back. And then Digest 6 came out, and in honesty, this was my favorite digest, because they talked about Counselor Vahek, and Counselor Vahek had stolen the stream at the end, quote-unquote stolen, and I goofed about it. I pretty much made my own spin on it, I put my own voice, I could have done better looking back, but even then, I did rather well, and I really enjoyed it. I found it funny, and going back, I was like, I'm such an idiot, it was so much fun, and here's a little clip of it.
I'll throw the boys into the sun, personally, and watch us suffer as you all sit there, hoping for new features. Daniel and your greedy milk.
And not just that, Digest 6 was also the first digest I started putting all my emotions, all my effort, and all my emphasis, and I stopped running on scripts I had pre-planned for all the digests. I just started doing them off the top of my mind, as I am now. And the real ambition for the Warframe Digest, the real love and the real interest I had for Warframe, really started pouring out. It's been a uphill battle with myself and emotion and my interest with the game, and I think, personally, my ambitions have grown. I've seen so much progress in just 6 Warframe Digests that I'm surprised. I really am. Not just that, they also teased the Kubros, and again, this is why 6 was my most enjoyable digest. They talked about the Kubros, and I love those things. They're not very great in some areas still, but they're tongue-tied. They're enjoyable little companions nonetheless. Sometimes better than the Sentinels, sometimes not so great, because you can't beat the carrier, you can't beat that vacuum. And this is when they first showed off the Drak Kubro from the Grineer, and we didn't even know their names, they were just Grineer Kubros. Then conceptual art for the Lisette's interior, and another hub tease. And Digest 6 was mad fun, and this is not even around March, in all honesty. This was still somewhere February, or maybe early March, and in 3 months, there's been so much for Warframe already going, and it's changed slightly from then, or at least from the first to 6. Then 7 Hydroid came out, or he was being teased, and then, no, actually Hydroid was being teased. All we knew was a still image of water, and we were like, what's this? And then Melee 2, the Sword Alone, came out. Wait, they came out side by side. Yes, most indefinitely. But not much else in 7. In number 9, I redid my outro for all my videos, and I was very proud of it. In 11, I redesigned the music intro, and that was thanks to assistance from my little brother, who has been helping me and assisting me with all the music in my Warframe Digest videos and every other video I've been doing. Also, I was pretty sick around that time, so Digest 11, 12, and 13 were pretty ass, pretty much, yeah. Why was I sick for 3 digests, which would be about 6 months? Not 6 months. Wow, 6 weeks. Mainly it was a downhill fight with illness and then depression, because I needed to pay off student loans, and work was a big problem, and that was still early within the year. And that's a personal issue, but it got in the way of my videos, and it really did put a hamper in my ambitions and my interest in Warframe and in my own videos, which was not that great. Alongside that, they also talked about the PvP Dark Sectors being teased, the Lisette's interior being teased in-game, and the Kubros actually sleeping in the Lisette, and that was just a little adorable little spin on things. Then Digest 12 came out, and this was a very big one. They talked about the community contest winners for the enemies of the Tenno, with the Riot Moa, with the Grineer Specialist, Tactician, and the juggernaut for the Infested. It was a big step for the community and community contests overall, being that this was the second community contest that was being won for something to be implemented into the game. Prior to that, it was the weapons contest, and that we all know it was a Silver Aegis with the Tonfas and the still yet to come out Mios from none other than Red Skiddos. Alongside that, in 12, they also talked about the Drachmasters, the Kubro Tamers, but there was no actual concept art or anything, just talk about someone controlling all the Grineer Kubro, and the real big tease that didn't affect us until pretty much 6 months later, 12 digests later, which were the Mutilus units. Considering that they were talked about so early in the year, I'm surprised it took so long. This actually puts a thing of perception and perspective or whatever. Yeah, perspective. It puts a perspective on things. It took them 6 months to test the AI for these new Infested units, and it took them 6 months to find a way to officially implement them and finalize everything for the game. That pretty much, like I said, puts a perspective on how long game development takes and how long these things are being thrown into a pipeline of other priorities and being bumped around. So, mad fun for all. And why am I going through all the digests one by one? It really does put an eye-opener. Like, J3 Golem was talked about in number 12. Again, that was 6 months ago, practically. And we have not seen anything about J3. J3 was being teased, he was being shown off, the original concept art that was shown for the Design Council, then the second one where they redesigned it and made it more grandiose. They talked about the Return of the Infested to Eris, the Mutilus Infested units, their concept art. Tau Rager was being talked about as a concept back then, and they confirmed Durf and Neff as a concept as well. 3 boss concepts in one topic, in one digest, in one dev stream, and we have not seen any of those except for Mutilus Alid and Mutilus Infested. And that's still outstanding. They talked about so many things being worked on at once that only one thing made it through, with a slight spin on things. And what was another big thing? Digest 13, the PS4 release, the first console release for Warframe. That was a big step for DE, that was a big step for the Warframe community, and I'm not really confident enough, I don't know the numbers to say that was a big step for me. And honestly, I don't think I've really gained much in the PS4 viewing. I have some PS4 players that actually talk and comment with me. They're pretty cool people. I see little things that they've talked about the Warframe community on PS4, how their direction is completely different from the PC version. And it's nice to see a different version of Warframe going on, and with its own different spin and direction, its own different economy. And I really wish there was a way to cross-play with those people. Like, that'd be mad fun. And yeah, a lot has happened since Digest 13. I think that was the last time I was using the old format until I started using the new format, which I completely redesigned and made it more like I made it look more like Total Biscuit's content patch. I got the aspiration from his content patch. I also got the aspiration from Crash's little reviews or little recap videos. Pretty much the whole entire overlay, the video overlay display. And this was a big step forward. This was a complete remake and remodel. This was the most ambitious thing I've ever done. And I'm extremely proud from where I come to where I am. Look at me, a year later, and I still have around 400, near 400 subscribers. Not 400 yet, near 400. And to me, that's outstanding. That's breathtaking. Seeing from Digest 1 to Digest 15, which is a complete rework, I'm shocked that I've made so much progress. And then 10 digests later, I've been using the same format for 10 digests, and I feel as if my content has only gone up. It may have gone down in some areas, looking back. I was more detailed, I was more chauvinistic with certain pieces, but my emotions, my emphasis, and my ambition and pride and actual care for this game have gone in so much more. I've dropped some areas, but I've not dropped my integrity, I've not dropped my quality in speaking. I'm actually very ambitious, I'm very excited, I'm very filled with gusto for this game. And Donnie and Darkfire are listening to me and they're like, this guy's a crazy person. He's a crazy person, I tell you. Crazy. Yeah, I'm just rambling. So, not much to say after 15 to 25. The digests have gone a long way. I'm extremely proud of what I've done. I'm thankful for all 200, 300 people that constantly watch my videos, guaranteed on my digest. That means a lot to me. If it wasn't for those 200, 300 average viewings, I would have stopped flat out if I was getting under that. If I was getting 100, that means there was very little to no interest. But I could have not done this last year without you guys. I'm proud of the digests. I hope I have more to come until Warframe slowly, hopefully, doesn't die out. Hopefully it gets better and better and better to the point that there really is no need for recapping content, because the content's always at the ready. And wait, that's bad. That means I'm disappearing. Maybe at that time I do something else. But still Warframe. I'm not abandoning Warframe, not just yet. So, thanks for listening, thanks for watching, thanks for hearing me ramble on about my year in review. Hopefully you like these little glimpses in the past from Digest 1 to Digest 25. It's been very ambitious, it's been very crazy uphill battle with downhill slopes all over the place. And thanks DE for this opportunity, thanks DE for creating such a great game, and thanks to all you out there watching, listening, commenting, and sharing any of my videos. Sharing those videos have really meant something, because I've gone from a very weird average of 20 minimum to 800 max, or 1,000 max on really controversial topics that people like to share. And just keep doing what you guys do. Keep lurking, keep commenting, keep sharing, keep liking, and just keep being awesome like the Warframe community is as a whole. So, until next time, hopefully this little review recap thing wasn't complete total arse. Arse. I'm not British, why am I saying arse? So, I gotta stop dragging this on any longer. So, see you until next time, see you until next year, 2015, and see you for some more Warframe content just around the corner. So, have fun, Tenno.